Hi, I'm Dr. Phil Parker. I've got a PhD specifically looking at addictions, and I'd like to tell you about my latest research, which I think is really quite a game changer. First thing is, a lot of the research and interventions in substance use are all about how do we affect impulsivity. So impulsivity is the ability to make crappy decisions about things without thinking too much about the consequences. And yeah, we all are a bit impulsive, but it's absolutely linked to the development and maintenance of substance use addiction issues. So we've got impulsivity. A lot of work is done to reduce impulsivity, and there's a lot of research suggesting you can't actually change it that much, although that is starting to be questioned by some more recent research. There's another thing that's showing up at the moment in research into addictions, which is increasing flourishing. So flourishing is the ability to be happy and live a fulfilled life. And there's a question at the moment about if we spend our research and intervention dollars on impulsivity, that's useful. If we spend it on flourishing, then that's going to steal from these other interventions designed to reduce impulsivity. So there's a bit of a conflict going on at the moment. Which way do we go? So my research looked at, is there any interrelationship between flourishing and impulsivity? So if we change one, does it change the other? It turns out there's absolutely zero research into looking at this. So I did some, and what I found was very, very clear association or correlation, which shows that as you increase impulsivity, so crappy decision making, you decrease flourishing. And if you increase flourishing, you decrease impulsivity. So this is a real game changer, because it turns out these two things are not in conflict at all. If you change one, you will change the other. And this joins together these two ideas: positive psychology, how do we increase flourishing, and looking more at what's called the psychopathology of substance use, how do we decrease impulsivity. So then the next question becomes, is there a way to do both things at the same time, to decrease impulsivity and increase flourishing? And this is, again, my latest research. It's not quite yet published, but if you want to know more, you can go to my intervention website, which is the rediscovery process, and find out what we've been doing that completely transforms both these things: reducing impulsivity, increase flourishing. And if you can do both those things, then clearly you're hitting this issue from two very different directions. So if you want to know more about the research and the intervention, go here. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye.